Hi, third grade. Yesterday we read Real Lives, Angola, Africa. And then I asked you to answer questions in your workbook. So if you have your workbook, go ahead and get that out and we'll check our work from yesterday. Some of the glossary words were community, a particular area where people live. We also heard the word system, which is a group of related things or parts that work together as a whole. We heard the word ensure, which means to protect or make safe. Sanitation was a new word for many of us, and that is the study and practice of keeping the public healthy by providing clean living conditions. Sanitation includes removing trash and keeping drinking water clean. And the word previously means earlier or before. Dominated means controlled. If something is being dominated, it's controlled by that. Unfortunately, I think most of you have heard that word before, causing a difficult or harmful condition. And establishing, bringing into being, starting. So your first question was to reread the second paragraph. And then it asked, what does the phrase as a result mean? So if I go back to the text and I look at the second paragraph, it says, but the girls carried a much bigger danger back with them to the village. The water was polluted and spread disease. As a result, when Fatima herself was not sick, she had to spend many hours each week caring for sick brothers and sisters, and when she grew older, for her own sick children. So when I think back to what as a result, what does that mean? As a result, that means because of, or a consequence of. So you should have gotten something like that for number 1. Number 2 asks, what happened as a result of the pollution to the water Fatima and her friends gathered each day? Well, we just read that in the second paragraph. Everybody got sick, right? As a result of that polluted water, Fatima and the people in her family and her community became sick. So that's what the result was. Number 3 asked you to reread the third paragraph and answer the question, what did the Angolan government and UNICEF do to help the community at Mabuai? If I read the third paragraph, it says in 2000, the Angolan government and UNICEF teamed up to lay a pipeline from the river to the community at Mabuai. Latrines, wash basins, taps, and showers were then built, together with a filtering system to ensure every drop of water was drinkable. As a result, diarrhea rates dropped almost to zero. Child deaths plummeted, that means went down. And many girls who no longer had to spend hours every day carrying water entered school for the first time. A community water and sanitation committee now maintains the system and teaches hygiene to the rest of the community. So they did a lot. After reading that paragraph again, how did UNICEF and the government help the community? They laid a pipeline to bring water to Mabuai and built a filtering system to make sure the water would be clean. Okay? Then number 4 asked you what happened as a result of their help. Well, going back to the text, we found out that people stopped becoming sick and children did not die because of water. Girls were able to go to school again since they did not have to spend so much time gathering water. Why do you think the author wrote this text? What is the purpose of Real Lives, Angola, Africa? And what is the author trying to answer, explain, or describe? Well, the author is explaining why a pipeline was needed in Mabuai and how it helped the community. That's what the gist was. It was really about the pipeline being built and what a difference that made. That action, that call to action, and how people helping one another really can make a difference. Number 6, what does the author of this article think about people's access to clean water? What in the text makes you think so? Well, the ideas in the article show how people can get sick if they don't have clean water, and how girls cannot go to school because they have to spend time getting water and caring for people made sick by unclean water, and how life improved after The Mabui government and UNICEF piped in clean water. And then it asks to reread the last paragraph for number 7 and underline the sentence that best expresses the author's point of view on worldwide access to clean water. So if you go back to the text, the last paragraph reads, Fatima may be one of the lucky ones, but the facilities she, her children, and Selena now have are not a luxury, but a necessity and a right. A mother must take care of her children, Fatima says, but we cannot do that when we have only dirty water. So that would give us a clue to the point of view of the author. For example, Fatima may be one of the lucky ones, but the facilities she, her children, and Selena now have are not a luxury, but a necessity and a right. Everybody should have access to clean water. It should be their right, because you can't do your job as a mother or as a student or a father or son or daughter if you don't have clean water and you are sick. Well, I hope that cleared up any misunderstandings about the article, Real Lives, Angola, Africa. I hope you understood it and gained some new information.